Taking a glance through Santa's eyes in a brand new book, the author, Cos Green, is joining me now in this sponsored interview just in time for the holidays. It's so good to see you. Good friend of ours here.
So good to see you, dear. Merry Christmas.
You don't look like you looked last time I saw you. I'll tell you
first
that.
things first. As we get talking about this, we got to remind you.
Put that on
there we
me.
go.
And it says, what you just put on me, it says, be more elfish. What do you mean by that?
Well, that's the whole premise of the book is be less selfish, be more elfish, right? So that's my whole mission, is to ditch the me and focus on the we. We become an I society, right? iPad, I this, I that. I mean, why is it always I? What about we? I guess that lasted one Christmas season. It should be us, the collective.
What you're saying is this isn't just about a Christmas book. This isn't your typical book. This is about a movement.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You're uniting the country, traveling all over talking about this. And what's the message? What's the message in the book?
The message is love is the answer. Because more than ever before, we're disconnected. And we need to be united around a central theme of love and mission. And that's the antidote, is this book to that disconnection.
So I was reading it this morning because I knew you were coming on the show. I was excited to see what you put together. And you say, well, this is not your quote, but it starts the book. The greatest thing is not to believe in Santa Claus. It is to be Santa Claus. How do we all be Santa Claus? And how did you settle on that in your own life?
Well, and the book ends so well when I have to explain to my 5-year-old that, yes, Megan, there is a Santa Claus. Because Santa Claus is real, and that's probably one of the hardest things we explain to our children. Santa is real. But as I explain, Santa is our moms and dads, it's our grandmas and grandpas, our teachers, preachers, and friends. Everyone can be Santa if they're being elfish. And that's why the message of the book is, we don't trot this out once a year. Imagine the world we would live in if we just lived the way we do from Thanksgiving to Christmas every day of the year.
I know you don't like to focus on the fact that this book is about what happened to you and how you settled on this, because this book does relate to everybody out there. But it does start with the change you made in your life when you discovered looking through Santa's eyes.
Because I think selfishness is what's wrong. And I admit, back in 1999, I was probably a little selfish. And so I had to go through a transformation to learn to be in tune with that frequency or vibration of love. And so that's what the whole book is about. And it shares 9 key experiences, that roller coaster of emotions that I take you on, from heartbreak to joy. It is just an amazing journey.
And your kids are part of it. And this started, like you said, back in the 90s. So they're now, one of the kids is now married with a baby girl of her own.
Yes, up in Seattle. Rory's 2.
So you talk now to your grandchildren about this exact same thing.
Yes.
And what's the response? What have you heard? Do we need the message of love now in 2023 more than ever before?
I believe that is the message. We all need more love. And love really is the answer. We absolutely do. And so that's why this is a personal mission, to take this message to the world, to unite countries, communities, and families. And that's where it starts. And I believe I can do that.
And you believe you can do it not just 30 days out of the year.
Every day that ends in why?
How did I know you would say that?
I don't know.
But the response must be like it's an aha, because it really is simple when you break it down to be less selfish, be more elfish.
Everybody gets that, because elfish is the opposite of selfish. And it's so fun to see families now that have that cross-stitched in their living rooms, or companies that actually have that in their buildings that say, be more elfish. And it becomes a theme. It's a value system. Imagine children growing up with their siblings saying, you're being a little selfish. You need to be more elfish. It's a part of a culture that we can develop. So this book isn't to be put on a bookshelf. It becomes the cornerstone of a family, because these are values and principles we should live as families.
It's changed you.
It has.
I can see it. I can feel it. It's changed you. And it's funny, you sat down and we said, well, I'm going to tell you what I want for Christmas. You said, no, you should tell me what you're going to give.
That's how I've always been different, right? So when I go to performances, corporate or big stage shows, and people say, well, you're going to just sit there and ask kids what they want for Christmas? I don't. I challenge them, what are you going to give for Christmas? Because that's what it means to be elfish.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Change, and it's a movement,
shift.
everybody. ThroughSantasEyes.com. If you would like to order the book, I know you're traveling everywhere. Are you stopping anywhere in Utah to do any book signings?
Yes, so if you just go to Through Santa's Eyes, the media page, it lists all the book signings. I've got a book signing up in Layton this Saturday from 1 to 3 at the Layton Barnes & Noble. And I'm off to Denver today and tomorrow. And
What a great gift for everybody.
And don't buy just one. What makes it great?
For everybody.
Because it makes a great gift.
Thank you, Cause. And
thank you,
for
Nisha.
this sponsored interview. We appreciate it. Dina.